Hello and welcome to Mickeyology, where we take Disney a little too seriously. I'm Austin Rathall, and today we're comparing a little book called Dumbo the Flying Elephant with Disney's two film adaptations. We'll uncover answers to questions like, how faithful are the movies to the book? Is the book worth reading? And wait, Dumbo's based on a book? All three versions of Dumbo tell the same core story. A circus elephant has a calf, whose big ears cause others to laugh at him. The elephant becomes known as Dumbo, and he's forced to perform as a clown and pretend to jump from a burning building. Kind strangers take compassion on Dumbo and help him realize that his enormous ears allow him to do what no other elephant can: fly.
Your ears! Just look at them, Dumbo! Why, they're perfect wings! The very things that held you down are going to carry you up and up and up!
While Dumbo lacks confidence at first, he eventually harnesses his powers and becomes a superstar performer. While each version of Dumbo tells the same basic story, their plots and characters differ. While Dumbo's mother is called Ella in the book, the Disney films call her Mrs. Jumbo. In the book, Dumbo is born with rather large ears, but they grow larger over time. In the movies, Dumbo is born with his enormous ears. In the book, Dumbo's mother names him Jumbo, but after he trips over his ears during a circus performance and knocks down a tower of elephants, the circus personnel rename him Dumbo. In the animated film, the other elephants call him Dumbo on the day he's born.
After all, who cares about her precious little Jumbo?
Jumbo? You mean Dumbo?
Dumbo!
In the live-action film, he gets his new name from a marquee mishap.
Look! Look at the sign! Dumbo!
In each version, Dumbo finds compassionate friends who help him learn to fly. In the book, he's befriended by a bird named Red, who observes Dumbo and realizes he has a complex about his ears. Red takes Dumbo to see a psychiatrist named Professor Hoots Owl, and Hoots asks Dumbo about his dreams. Dumbo says he always dreams about flying. So the professor says, "What's stopping you? If you want to fly, go ahead and fly. $10, please." When Red asks exactly how Dumbo is supposed to fly, Hoots says that information costs extra. Red decides they'll figure it out on their own. He takes Dumbo to the top of a cliff and suggests that Dumbo simply tell himself he can fly. Dumbo does so and jumps. Luckily, it works out. Dumbo takes to the skies and returns to the big top to dazzle circus goers with his flying. In the animated film, Dumbo is befriended by Timothy Mouse and a gang of crows. A murder of crows. After drinking from a water bucket spiked with the clown's alcohol, Dumbo and Timothy get wasted and wake up high in a tree. Seriously, what were those clowns drinking? Absinthe? Ayahuasca? Dumbo started hallucinating pink elephants after drinking a diluted version of this stuff. Well, Timothy realizes Dumbo must have flown up to the treetop, and while the crows mock the idea at first, they give Dumbo a magic feather to give him the confidence to fly again, this time without the aid of psychedelic beverages. After Dumbo realizes he can fly, he returns to the circus but loses his magic feather just before he can take flight. Luckily, he realizes he doesn't need the feather and flies without it. In the live-action film, a family called the Farriers befriends Dumbo. When a feather tickles Dumbo's nose, he sneezes, causing him to hover above the ground. The Farrier children realize they can use feathers to help Dumbo fly. With a little training, Dumbo learns to not only fly, but to carry others on his back while doing so, and it makes him a superstar. In the book, Dumbo's journey from outcast to superstar is the entire story, but the Disney films add elements to that plot. In the animated film, Dumbo not only suffers humiliation, but he's also separated from his mother, which doesn't happen in the book. At the end of the film, Dumbo's celebrity allows him to reunite with his mom. His agent must have added a clause to his contract saying Dumbo wouldn't fly for the circus unless they sprung his mom from solitary. Dumbo is separated from his mother in the live-action film too, and he begins flying for the circus in hopes that this will persuade the circus owners to reunite him with his mother. Then a corrupt entertainment mogul named Mr. Vanderveer takes over the circus and refuses to reunite Dumbo with his mom. So Dumbo and his fellow performers stage a coup to overthrow their new manager. In the end, Dumbo's friends help him and his mother escape and join a herd of wild elephants in the jungle. If you're wondering whether you should read the original Dumbo, I'd say if you've got 10 minutes to spare, go for it. The book is very short and it will take very little time to read. The real trick is finding it. Dumbo the Flying Elephant is a story created by Helen Aberson and Harold Pearl in 1939. They'd originally worked with a local publisher who wanted to publish it as a roll-a-book, but Disney bought the story while the roll-a-book was still in the prototype stage, so the roll-a-book never materialized. The story finally appeared as a traditional picture book in 1941, the same year that the Disney movie came out. According to animation historian Michael Barrier, only about 1,500 copies of this book were ever published. All this to say that you won't find Dumbo the Flying Elephant on Amazon or at your local library. Luckily, some benevolent soul scanned a copy of the book and posted the pages online, so there are several places where you can read it for free. However, if you want to read the original story, make sure the cover looks like this. Disney began publishing their own Dumbo books the same year that the original story was published, but these are movie tie-ins, not the original story by Aberson and Pearl. As for the story itself, I didn't think it was that fantastic. The plot is thin, and the writing is, dare I say it, a bit amateurish. Still, the illustrations are charming, it's a sweet story, and I've already talked about it for longer than it will probably take you to read it. So if you're curious about the original, I say check it out. So there you have it. That is how the original Dumbo compares with the two Disney movies. Please let me know in the comments if you've ever read the original Dumbo and which version of Dumbo is your favorite. Also, let me know which Disney movie you would like me to compare with its source material next. If you would like more Mickeyology content, you can go over to patreon.com/Mickeyology or become a member here on YouTube and get access to monthly exclusives, behind-the-scenes videos, and more. You can also get early access to the videos that get posted to this channel. Please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as always, thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.